Anybody who makes fretted instruments are looking for the sound of the golden age of instruments, and that's really what these things are. This is what everything is measured to.
The window of guitars that we're inspired by is a very narrow window. It's guitars that were built from 1934 to 1941. A guitar that was built in 1937 structurally is very different from a guitar that was built in 1944. They're loud, they're very present, they have a robust tone, and that little window of guitars and the way that they were constructed, there's magic in there. I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to almost conjure that. We've had a couple really superb instruments in, and the opportunity to get a 3060-28 that's sitting there in pieces, that doesn't come along every day, and when it does, I mean, that's what made us say, hey, wait, we gotta really figure out what's going on here.
Recently we've had things apart that we've 3D scanned, that we're getting exactly what physically these things were and are. Nobody really has had the opportunity to have these instruments apart to this level.
And come to find out that everything that we had ever done and anyone else had ever done through a mirror, through the sound hole, was wrong.
People who own pre-war real authentic guitars from the 1930s that are worth more than a house, they take them on the road and they might need an adjustment or whatever. They don't have truss rods, or they're just finicky. They're like an old car that you have to keep fixing. So in the spirit of fixing that problem, we make a new guitar that doesn't have those problems, that you can actually adjust, and it's more user-friendly and playable. It's something you want to pick up and play because you're not afraid you're going to hurt it.
The idea is to take this visceral magic that vintage guitars had and conjure that in an instrument that you can actually just go buy.
There's a balance between the precision of them and the artistry, and I think that we've figured out a lot of where the sound of that comes out. The technology helps you get to the spirit, but you can't use technology to recreate it. You have to build it like they did, and you have to use technology to bring it back to that sound.